I think the easiest way to explain what our websites do is just by walking you through an example. So that's what I am going to do. So let me pull up my phone here. Okay, this is for a client or a someone I'm building the website for. Excuse me. So someone comes to this website. Let's say you own a solar farm, because this is the ideal client for this person. So their land management for people that have huge pieces of property. So you can see over 4,000 acres managed. These guys, this is a really cool company. But they're going to reach out to, or solar farms will come here and they're looking at information and they're seeing things about this business. It's important to build credibility. So that's part of what we do. And as you go through, notice the balance. There's a lot of information, but there's also clear calls to action. So right up here, someone can easily click to call, or they can schedule an audit, or if they just keep scrolling, they're learning about the services and where they serve, process. So they're getting familiar with it, some testimonials, and then the specifics on projects. And if they keep going down, there's contact form and then footer. So what you'll notice is this is a more complicated business, but there's just enough detail for those who need it. But you could tell that we are trying to prioritize getting in touch. So if I go back to my cell phone here, you'll see the same thing goes on the website. They're scrolling around, they can see information, and notice that it's laid out really nicely on a mobile device. But the same thing goes here. In both spots, what you'll notice too is that the website has a chat widget on there. So the chat widget floats, so anywhere where they are on the website, they can easily reach out to you. And so that's what I mean by clear calls to action. You don't want to have leads slipping through the cracks. Sometimes businesses will have all these pages and you just get lost in all the different pages and areas where, like the nooks and crannies of your website, you need it to be really clear. It needs to be clear what action they're going to take. There's only two here, really two main actions. It looks like a lot of actions, but I'll show you there's actually only two. So if they click this to call, it goes straight to the Stoke Leads app. If they fill out this form, that goes to the Stoke Leads app. If they do this chat, that also goes to the Stoke Leads app. And even if they email or message us on social, that will go to the app, but we'll get to that later. Okay, so what I want to show you is let's go through an example of this. So someone comes to the website, they reach out to us. So we're going to see what this actually looks like. So let me just do it from the form area. Okay. So they just have a question, and on this on the app, you're going to see I also have Stoke Leads app here. So what I'm going to do is show you there's no people and there's no contacts. And then I'm going to pretend to be a customer. So we're going to say, hey, can you help me? Okay. So someone comes on there, they're asking a question, and you'll notice on the app that I'm getting a notification. This is huge. This means that on my cell phone, that if I am, there's two things happening. First of all, I did not respond back, the AI did. And second of all, even if I want to intercept this and talk to this lead, I can do that too. So there's a lot going on, but this is business, right? So you got to be ready for what we're doing here. So he says, the AI is asking, absolutely, I'm here to help with anything you need for your land management project. To get started, what's your name? By the way, you don't have to have this AI. You can just do manual where you're the one who's reaching out. But when you're advanced and you want to, if your business model would be one where having 24/7 chat would be helpful, go for it. So as soon as I put it in there, you'll notice that the chat is doing a great job of getting the contact info. And this is the AI. So you can see my hands are off. So email, boom, there's my email. And it's literally building out the entire lead for me. And notice that it's going to try to get at the same info as this contact form. So let's go with this. Boom. So you're watching the app give me live notifications of all the conversation. You can have control over what level of notifications you want to. So let's see. Thanks for sharing your phone number, Mauricio, just so I understand your needs a bit better. How much land or how many sites are you looking to manage? One site, let's say, at 450 acres. Okay. Instant responses too. Any time of the day. 24/7, 365. Crazy stuff. Okay, got it. You're looking at one site, 450 acres. Can you tell me a bit about what you need done on the property? Any specific details or goals for the project? Not sure. I think solar farm management. And not sure you service my area. And let's see. In fact, there's a chance that I have it set to, okay, yeah, no, this is good. Yes, I'm here. We do cover the Midwest and South, so your area should be within our service range for your solar farm management. Could you share a bit more about what you'd like done on your site? Any specific details? So I'm going to say just commercial mowing around solar farm. Let's just see what that does with that. Okay. For commercial mowing around solar farms, we use custom engineered equipment for a clean cut, 30% faster than standard methods with panel protection and compliance guaranteed. Since you mentioned solar farm management, are you interested in commercial mowing, solar farm maintenance, hydro seeding, Yes. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now it's trying to get to the frequency. So this would be quarterly. And you'll notice if I go back down here, I'm going to scroll back down so you can see this. Like this is literally trying to get this information. So instead of a static form that's just lifeless, even this AI is lifeless, but so instead of just a static form, it's a conversation where people are more willing to have these. And this is a bit much on the information. I'm probably pressing it too much. We probably could simplify this, but I was just trying to get some demo out so you can see what this is. Okay, so quarterly's great. Okay, no more questions. You can have it book appointments too. So I'm not doing that right now, but I'm just showing you. Okay, so now what's crazy is if you look at this lead now, so I'm going to go back on here and there's going to be a contact that shows up for me. It already put all my contact info in there. And you can see here, if I pull this down, look at this. It filled it all out for us. Acres, scope. So wait, name. It separated out first and last name, put the email, the phone number. You can see the acreage and scope. It shows right there what it is. Even the project details, commercial mowing around solar farm. Everything that I said in the chat shows up in here now. And so you can be on the go. Let's say I'm driving down the road, I get a lead, or I'm at the grocery store, or I'm in the field. You don't have time to be fishing in your inbox of your email to go and talk to this lead. If you look at the top of this, notice that it shows right there, call. I can call, I can message, I can send an email because I have that info. It's one unified inbox where everything happens. Amazing. I personally use this. I can't imagine running a business without this. Now, another thing you'll notice is if I go to the conversations tab, since this is the same conversation we're having, so I can see everything right here, right? And you can also see that it says AI live chat on the top of those responses and the little green circle with the magic icon that shows that it was an AI response, not me. But look at the bottom right here. I can do SMS, email, or live chat. Here's what else is crazy. I'm not going to be able to do it on this demo, but if this company set up a Facebook page and an Instagram page and somebody goes to that business page and messages them, it's going to go to this same inbox, and instead of it saying, SMS, email, or live chat, it would actually have each one of those platforms. So it's one inbox. This is huge. This is so helpful. So now I am just going to finish this demo off to show you guys. So you get that, you understand how that works. Same goes for this. If someone's on the website, this is a different user on this cell phone, so it's not recognizing me on there. But that's the name of the game. Someone can come to your website and they can quickly get to you, and you can quickly get to them. So if you look, every single thing we do is designed to spark interest. So it's from having clear information, clear calls to action, and seamless communication. So we quickly engage with the person in terms of we give them ways they can either call us, they can message us, or they can reach out through the form. There's no friction. There's no looking around on the website to find out what to do. It's so clear. And that means that we have really good engagement, but we also have amazing action. Like you'll notice if I didn't want to set the AI up, we wouldn't have to do that. I could have been personally messaging back and forth. Even if I'm in my car or I'm on the road, wouldn't matter. I would still be able to control that. So hopefully you can see why we call it a spark site. The idea is in order for a fire to combust, you need to take advantage of the spark or fan it into flame. So you don't want to just be visible, you want to be combustible. So the elements needed for that are quick engagement from the prospect and then quick response from you or quick action from you. Think about the contrast. If you don't have something like this and someone goes and gets lost around your website, they start to sort of get confused and they start to get discouraged. And it's like the glowing embers are now starting to turn into just dead ash. But with this, you strike while the iron's hot. For some reason, the prospect has reached out to you. Now, I want you to think about this. If you're a solar farm and you're looking into this, you might have already worked with other companies, and you might have been disappointed. So if you look at this, this website is designed to address your pain points or your desires. So what does a solar farm company want? Really, this says it right here. They are used to having guys with a mower show up and really get into trouble. So this particular website is designed to help the prospect cut through all that and make sure that they strike while the iron's hot. Some reason, maybe they worked with a guy down the road with a mower or something, and they came to this site. They're ready to be done with an amateur. They want someone who, like it says here, they have an advantage. They've worked it personally. Or up here, they've had 4,000 acres managed. So they know, okay, mine is not going to be a problem. These guys handle large projects. So there you have it. If this is helpful, let me know. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out. I try to pride myself in responding quickly if I can. But hopefully this helps you understand why we call it a spark site, to spark interest, to keep the interest going, and take care. Put your head right here. See that? And now, what are we doing? We got this website here, and we go here. We go here like this. Stuff like that.
And stuff.
See how nice that looks? Yeah, it's a website. Ever heard of it?